Some 30 over lawyers participated in preparation over 3 months for this People's Tribunal. And not just lawyers, but researchers, P.Y. Wong, Wee Tak, and a whole host of other researchers.
What was the driving force, actually, for us to set up such a tribunal? The driving force was this. We all knew there were many things wrong with the elections, but we were getting information, we were getting things on the net. We didn't know whether we could believe some of that. People were just saying there were blackouts when there were no blackouts, and we were not, per se was not prepared to state a stand on evidence that was not tested. So the point of the People's Tribunal for us was to actually allow all this evidence to be tested, so that when we speak, after a report, after a panel has considered the evidence and a report is issued, when we speak, we are speaking based on facts that have been tested and tried before a tribunal. That was key for us. And all the witnesses who turned up, they all swore statutory declarations. I can see some of the witnesses here, star witness Wee Tak sitting there. They didn't hesitate to swear statutory declarations because they knew what they were saying was the truth. So that was key. Gross irregularities that had taken place. But despite that, the courts chose to throw out those petitions, not to go into the merits, but to throw them out on technicality. They worked really hard to make sure that they presented the case fairly. So wherever they could, they would present the easiest version, which may have appeared in a newspaper report or some kind of report or a statement. Wherever they could, they presented the other side of the story. And the credibility of this panel of lawyers is amazing. I think we should give a round of applause to the panel of lawyers. They did a superb job. And they took the responsibility so seriously, which is why it irritates me when people just, say, oh, this is just a publicity stunt. This is what our Attorney General said. If only he had watched the industry that went into the forming of this panel. And of course, we had a superb panel. The biodata of the panel are there at the front, and you can see they're all experienced. These are not people that you can dismiss. And which is why I say the value of this report is because of the way, the process by which we arrived at this 80 over page report. That's the value of this report.